Once upon a time, in a little town, there lived two sisters. Their names were Jenny and Ella. Jenny was the eldest and she was very smart. She was always very arrogant about her intelligence. She thought herself to be the smartest of all and turned up her nose at every person in the town. The younger one, Ella, was a very kind girl and was sweet to all, but although lovable, she was extremely forgetful. Both sisters never bothered to mend their ways, and because of this, they would always have differences. Now, Jenny and Ella was very poor. They would go hungry almost every night, and were lucky if they had even a little bread and cheese to eat. One day, Ella was sitting at the table looking out at the sky, when suddenly her tummy started growling very loudly.
Oh, I feel so hungry. I haven't eaten properly for days, and even now there is nothing to eat. Maybe if I go out for a walk, I'll forget about how hungry I am.
So out into the woods she went to take a stroll, carrying nothing but a single flask of water. She kept walking on, and soon had to stop and rest for she was very tired.
Ah, I'm so tired and thirsty. I should drink some water.
But as she was about to drink, an old woman appeared in front of her. She was dressed in a dark robe and looked so appalling that Ella was about to run away. My child, will you please give me some water? I am very thirsty and have not had a drink for 2 whole days. The old woman coughed so badly that even though she looked very appalling, Ella felt sorry for her and her tender heart gave way.
Of course. Here, drink as much as you like. I do hope it will be enough for you.
Oh, how kind you are. Thank you so much, my dear. Let me repay you for your kindness. And in a burst of light, the old woman had turned herself into a beautiful young witch. Ella was most amazed at what she saw.
Wow.
Now, tell me what you wish for, and I shall give it to you, no matter what is.
So Ella told her everything about how poor they were and how they had to remain hungry for days.
I see very well. When you return home, you will find a pot lying on your table. It is a magic pot.
Magic?
Yes, a magic pot. Do it, you must sing. Cook, little pot, cook. And it will cook as much sweet porridge for you as you like. This way, you and your sister will never go hungry. And when you are done eating and are satisfied, say, "Stop, little pot, stop," and it will cease to cook.
How wonderful. I will return home immediately.
Wait, before you go, I must tell you one last thing. To keep this magic pot forever, you must earn it. If you do nothing to deserve it, then it will vanish from your lives and you will both go hungry again. Remember this word, or you will fall into a lot of troubles.
Oh, thank you, kind witch. I will go home right away.
Eat well, my dear Ella.
Wait, how do you know my name?
But the witch had disappeared and was nowhere to be seen. Ella soon returned home and found the pot on the table just as the witch had said. Jenny was standing near staring at it crossly.
Ella, did you bring this pot home? I did. Am I not amazing?
What's amazing is when you find a way to put food into the pot to cook.
Jenny, you will be very happy to know that this pot is magical and will feed us forever.
My poor sister. Since we have no food, I am aware of our shrinking bellies, but it seemed your brain had begun to shrink even more.
Oh, I will prove it to you.
Ella looked at the pot and said,
"Cook, little pot, cook."
As soon as Ella ended her spell, the pot started bubbling and brewing the hot porridge on its own. Jenny was extremely amazed, and Ella looked on with glee. In an instant, the porridge was done, and the aroma filled the room and made both the sisters hungrier than ever. They both tasted it, and it was indeed the best porridge they didn't ever eaten in this way. They ate to their heart's content every day and were very hungry again. They were never tired of it since it was very tasty. But one day, Ella decided to go out.
I must remember to tell Jenny the ending spell to the cooking pot before I go. Oh, what are the words? What is it?
Why are you staring at me like that?
Well, there was something important I had to tell you. Something important? What important thing could you tell me? You are very mean. Fine, I won't tell you anything.
I bet you forgot where you were going to tell me.
I didn't forget. I am leaving.
But as she left, she remembered the spell.
Oh, I remember now. Well, it doesn't matter. Since she already ate in the morning, I am sure she won't feel hungry.
But after a while, Jenny started to feel hungry.
I feel like eating that delicious porridge. Ella is in here, so I have it all to myself.
She went to the pot and, clapping her hands in glee, chanted the spell happily.
Cook, little pot, cook.
And the next second, it was cooking up the hot porridge that Jenny loved so much. She smelled it greedily, and once it was cooked, she ate it all up.
Ah, that was so delicious. I am full now. Oh, I did better make the pot stop cooking. What was the spell for a stop pot? But those were not the right words.
Ella had never told Jenny the spell to stop the pot from cooking.
Oh no, what do I do?
After a while, Ella returned home.
I'm sure nothing bad must have happened. After all, what harm could come out of forgetting just a small silly spell? What is that coming out from under the floor? And I smell porridge too.
Ella went to look through the window, and what a sight she saw. The whole house was filled with sticky sweet porridge. The vase and chairs were swimming in it.
Oh, what a disaster! And where's Jenny?
That's when she saw poor Jenny sitting top of the table that was slowly and steadily sinking into the steaming porridge.
Oh, what do I do? Why won't Ella come home? Jenny, I'm here. What happened? Ella, oh my sweet sister, please chant the magic spell and stop the horrible pot from making more porridge. Stop, little pot, stop.
And at last the magic pot stopped bubbling, the porridge stopped pouring out of it, and Jenny and Ella sighed in relief. Thank goodness, what is done? But the house is still in such a mess.
I'm sorry for getting to tell you the spell today. This is all my fault. No, I am to be blamed too. I should have asked and listened to what you had to say today. I was too arrogant and mean to you. But what do we do, Jenny? Our house is filled with porridge and cleaning it will take days.
Jenny thought for a while and then said,
There are so many poor people in this town. Why don't we share some of the porridge with them too? Oh yes, I bet there are a lot of people simply starving. They would love the hot steaming porridge.
And away went Ella to fetch all the poor and starving people from their homes and off the streets.
Everyone, we have some delicious porridge to give you all. I'm sure you will all love it. Get your bowls and spoons and come to eat.
And up came all the people with bright sparkling eyes. Jenny filled the bowls well inside. The Ella served them out to all the people. They ate up the porridge with gusto. Thank you, Ellie, Jenna. I had not eaten for 5 days. We are very thankful to you both. Soon the house was empty. There was no porridge anywhere. Jenny had climbed out the window and now standing at the side of Ella. Seeing all the people's happy faces and bright smile, Ella and Jenny felt very happy.
Ella, it feels very nice to care about others more. I know, right? We already had so much of the porridge to eat for so many days, but we never shared it at all. Let's share the porridge with the poor and needy. Let's feed them every day so they never go hungry again.
So every day Jenny and Ella would go out to the streets and to the poor people's homes and feed them with fresh, hot, tasty porridge. This went on for a long time until one such day an old beggar came to them. He was draped in torn clothes, and Ella and Jenny looked at him as he came up to them.
My dear children, will you be so kind as to offer me the pot that makes this porridge? I have come from far off, and my little grandchildren are sick. I have nothing to feed them. May I take it home with me?
What do we do, Jenny? If he takes the pot, then we will hungry again. It's fine. We have had our fill, and it would be worse for the children if they did not eat at all.
So Jenny turned to the old beggar and smiled.
Sir, you may take the pot of your grandchildren and feed them well. I hope they feel better after eating it.
And immediately the old beggar turned into the witch.
Oh, the porridge witch.
I am very impressed with you too. You have learned to care and think about other before yourself. You have also helped the poor and hungry people of this town.
Does that mean...
Yes, it's mean that you can keep the porridge pot. You do deserve it.
Yeah, sweet, sweet porridge.
Every day, and even after that, Ella and Jenny continued to feed the poor and hungry every day. They enjoyed seeing the happy smiles on people's faces, and this in turn made them very happy.